Hello and welcome back to my channel. Last week I posted an update video of what has been going on in my life, the reason why I've been so absent from this channel. If you haven't watched my last video yet, I would recommend to do that first so that you can know the initial what's going on in my life. My husband and I have had an opportunity to candidate for a church to become their assistant pastor. It has been about a month of us visiting their church a few times, getting to know each other and just seeing where things are going. And a few days ago, the church board, I guess, met together and discussed if they wanted us to become their assistant pastor or not. It's not exactly what we initially thought it would be, but at the same time it is. What they're doing is they're going to do it kind of like an internship where we would work for the summer. They're only planning on having this position until summer ends. My husband and I already knew that we wanted to go forward with this. We felt led by God to go to this church and for him to work there. And so even though it's a little bit different, right now we're only planning to be there until the end of the summer, but nothing really has changed other than that. And so we still feel led to go there and to serve there. After the summer ends, we will revisit and see how we feel, if we will continue to stay there or if we'll do something else. That's up in the air still, but at least for the summer, we will be moving there and staying there. They have two church buildings, their main church building and then their old church building. And there's a little apartment in the old church building that we would be staying at. So that's really nice and good because we have 2 weeks until our lease is up. I think 2 or 3 weeks until our lease is up. And we did not have a place to stay if this wasn't going to work out. We felt really led that this was the direction we were going to go in anyway. God worked it all out, but it was a little nerve-wracking there for a little bit. So yeah, we are officially moving. This is my official announcement. We are moving. We have a little more than 2 weeks to pack up our house and move. And that is a little bit stressful for me because thinking about all of the things that I have in this house that I need to do something with, either get rid of or pack, it's kind of stressful. But at the same time, I'm really excited. I have already filmed one video of decluttering and getting ready to move, and I plan on doing a few more, making it a little series. So for the next few weeks, that's mostly what I'm going to be doing, is decluttering, cleaning, packing. I'm really excited about it. And I love the church a lot, and we felt led to go there no matter what. And even though it's a little bit different because it is only planned for the summer, after that we can see where to go from there. I just believe that God will provide and he will lead us in the way that he wants us to go. At least for the summer, he wants us to be there and to learn and grow under this pastor. And I think it'd be a great opportunity for us, and I'm just really excited to do something for the Lord. It's been a while of us praying and seeking and wondering what the Lord wants from us, and it has been an exhausting process, honestly, but it feels like we're finally getting an answer and the door is finally opening, and I can't wait to see what that leads to. So yeah, that is the update of our moving. I'm sure there'll be even more updates about that and like moving and things, but that's what we know for now. My husband is we actually haven't told the pastor yet because he called us and said for us to pray about it and, you know, let him know it and everything. So my husband hasn't actually talked to him. They're meeting tomorrow. If this video is posted, that means everything should be good to go, and we are working in that direction of moving there and becoming the assistant pastor, assistant pastor? I don't know what the exact term would be, but my husband will work there. So I might have talked about this a little bit in the last video, I can't remember. It's a very nice apartment and very cozy, like it'll make a great apartment, but it is smaller and we have a lot of stuff in this apartment. There are things that we're gonna have to get rid of. I really don't like to hold on to things, but part of me is like, when we do get a bigger house, we're going to have to pay for these things again. God will provide, and God has provided this furniture that we have in this apartment, a lot of it secondhand. And so I believe that God will provide for our needs and that everything will be taken care of. May 30th, I think, is when our lease officially ends and when we need to be moved out of this apartment. And it is currently May 12th. So we have 3 weeks. We have 3 weeks. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. I was thinking 2 weeks and I was like, how are we going to do this? Okay, so we still have 3 weeks left to go. I think I said everything that I need to about that situation. I probably will be bringing it up in a lot of future videos because that's just what's going on in my life. But yeah, that is the main update. We are officially moving forward in that direction and moving out of this apartment into the church's apartment. About an hour away. It's 2 hours away from my parents. So it used to be an hour and a half to get to my parents' house. Now it's 2 hours, so only 30 minutes difference. I thought it was going to add a whole hour difference, but only half an hour difference. But still, that's the hardest part, is being away from my family. Even living here, the hardest part is living away from my family. But we'll see what the future holds. Another thing I talked about in my last video was my relationship with God and how it was very up and down. I'd have great weeks or days where I was reading my Bible every day and praying every day and doing great, and then I would slack off, and it's still been like that. I still haven't really surrendered back to the Lord and like surrendered all of that. But today I had a really good Bible time and I officially started going through Ephesians. I kind of was doing it and then doing other things, but officially today I started Ephesians, and that's what I'm planning on doing for now, is going through the book of Ephesians. And it was really good, very helpful, and I'm like, why do I ever stop reading the Bible? Because it's so good and so helpful. So I am planning to continue on doing that. I'm making like a whole schedule, especially since we have a timeline of when we need to get everything done. So I'm kind of like scheduling my day to make sure I get everything I need done, and so I don't feel stressed out about it, because I get stressed very easily. If you can't tell by how many times I've said stressed in this video, I do get stressed pretty easily. So having a schedule for me, not like firm, like this time I have to do this time, but just the things that I need to do in that day and like the order of which I want them to be done, just helps me so much to not be stressed over it and to be able to get everything done that I want done. I also want to start doing better with taking care of my body. I have been wanting to lose weight for a while now, ever since I started gaining weight whenever I first got married and we started Deputation is when I started like really gaining weight. And since then I have really wanted to lose weight, and I have done all kinds of things to try to lose weight. I've tried to eat healthier, I've tried to do workout routines, and nothing really stuck with me. Like I would do it really good for maybe a month at most, and then I would just slack off. And so I put on my Instagram story asking people for advice, and a lot of people actually gave me some really helpful advice that I plan to try, and I've already done some things today. Today's like day one of me starting to become a better person. The last week I had my siblings stay here, so it's been very busy, and like today I finally get to start doing everything I need to do, and I have 3 weeks to get all of that done. So I am starting like a new routine, trying to get into workouts and eating better, drinking a lot more water. I literally, like, usually I drink 1 glass of water a day at like dinner time, and that's basically it. Sleeping also is great. Obviously eating healthy, not eating a bunch of processed foods, added sugars, carbonated drinks. I really don't drink a lot of pop, but last week I actually did. But things like that, even juices have a lot of sugar in them. Breads, pasta, I do eat a lot of pasta. Getting rid of all of that can help so much. It is my desire to be healthy. Like, I want to lose weight, but also I just want to be healthy and feel good about myself. Exercising and eating healthy are things that you should just do anyway, if you're trying to lose weight or not. And so I'm going to start doing those things. Today I went on a long walk around my neighborhood and it felt so good. Yeah, so just things like that that just make you feel better. And I plan to do a whole like morning routine whenever I get this schedule kind of down packed a little bit. Some other video ideas that I want to do is like I said, the series of me decluttering, packing, all that moving content. I love watching stuff like that, so hopefully you all do too. That's just what's going on in my life. But I do plan on doing some more reading things. I have a reading video coming up of everything that I read in the first quarter of the year, so January through March. That obviously it's very late for me to be doing that, but better late than never. Those are basically the main things: my Bible time, working out again, getting my house ready to move, the whole moving thing. Like, it's just a lot of exciting things going on in my life right now, and I just wanted to do a second update where I can talk about it again, because the last update was almost a month ago at this point and a lot has changed since then. I actually thought about not even posting that video at all and just doing this new update, but I feel like it shows my initial excitement about the church, and like a lot of the things I shared in it I thought were really good. So I decided to keep it. I can't wait to watch these videos years later and like see where my life was at my 21, almost 22-year-old self. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the content that I have coming up. I'm really excited about this YouTube channel and getting it started again. Like I said in my last video, I was very burnt out over it because I was stressed about filming and editing all in 1 week's time, and so I'm going to not burn myself out with trying to schedule content, but I am going to try to be more consistent with it. It is a lot of fun to film videos and to share about my life experiences. I think it's so fun. I do have a Bookstagram account, which is an Instagram where I like talk about my books. I'm very consistent on there. I usually post once a day. Sometimes I miss a day, but usually I post once a day. I'm on my stories every day. So if you want to stay connected with me and see what's going on in my life, you can follow me there. It's Jaden Lachey's Bookshelf, and I will have it in the description. You can go follow me. Yeah, it's a very exciting time of year, very busy time of year. I didn't say this, but my sister got engaged, so that's exciting. I just feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, so I just need to end this video. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you have any video ideas for me, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.